This is the open awareness sky practice. In this practice, we'll be cultivating an open, receptive, unmoving awareness of all of the activity arising within that awareness, moment to moment. It's an awareness that holds everything, but holds on to nothing. So we begin by establishing a comfortable position. Although this can be done lying down, it is suggested that you adopt a grounded, upright, seated position, grounding the body on the chair or cushion, extending upward toward the sky, sitting regally like a king or a queen, with the spine straight, the belly relaxed, the hands where they fall most comfortably, and then allowing the eyes to close or lowering the gaze, softly gazing at the desk or floor in front of you. And then when you're ready, becoming aware of the fact that you're breathing, allowing the breath to be natural and normal. There's no need to control, manipulate, change, deepen, or improve the breath. Literally breathing in, knowing the breath coming into the body, breathing out, knowing the breath leaving the body, breath by breath. And then when you're ready, finding the part of the body where the breath is most prominent or vivid for you right now. That may be the belly or the nostrils, or perhaps the chest or the entire torso. That part of the body where you're feeling the breath the most, and bringing the attention to the sensations of breathing in that part of the body. Rising and falling at the belly, expanding, contracting at the chest, tingling, tickling of the air crossing the nostrils, or perhaps sensing that flare, expansion on the in-breath that releases on the out-breath. Simply attending to the sensations of the breath, wherever in the body the breath is most alive, most vivid, while leaving the breath to be in whatever rhythm it's in. Now, if it happens that the breath is causing lots of efforting, somewhat irritating, triggering, activating, for whatever reason, you can choose another anchor. The contact touch points, the feet on the floor or whatever they may be in contact with, the backs of the legs, the buttocks on your chair or cushion. Or even the sensations you're feeling in the hands and fingers. Finding the one anchor that best supports your practice and making that the object for this portion of the practice. And noticing when the mind wanders away from your anchor, remembering to bring it back to the anchor, back to the moment, without judging or criticizing. As many times as that mind wanders away from the practice and you notice that, that many times bringing it back without giving yourself a hard time, keeping a friendly, non-judgmental, curious attitude. And now when you're ready, expanding the attention to the entirety of your body, sitting upright, breathing, allowing the aperture of the attention to envelop, surround the entire body, and all the sensations that are coming and going throughout the body moment by moment. Being fully present with your body just the way it is, moment to moment. And it may be that you begin to notice uncomfortable sensations. If so, you can bring kind attention and curiosity to them, allowing them to just be. Just noticing the sensations, investigating. Is it a heat, a tightness, a sharpness? Are there thoughts or feelings associated with those sensations? And can you notice if the sensations have a center, have edges? Perhaps the sensation is not solid. Perhaps there are spaces in the sensation where the sensation is not. If the sensation becomes too intense, you can notice where the uncomfortable sensation is not. You can always return your attention back to your anchor as a way to recenter yourself, as a way to step back from sensation. And if it feels right for you, you can breathe right into the sensation. Imagine that you can send your breath right into that part of the body, breathing into that sensation to soften it. Allowing the breath and the attention to sink into this part of the body like water seeping down into soil. And then returning the attention back to the sensation Can you notice how it's changing? Perhaps gradually getting weaker, perhaps becoming more intense, reaching a peak, and then gradually getting weaker. Maybe the quality of the sensation is changing. Can the heat become a warmth? Tightness become a heat? A sharpness become a tingling? Perhaps the location is changing. Noticing if the sensations have a center, a shape, edges. Perhaps the sensation is not solid. Perhaps there are spaces inside the sensation where the sensation is not. And then you can let go of the sensation, gently returning the attention back to the practice, picking up the practice wherever we are again and again. So coming back to the awareness of the entirety of the body, from head to toe, side to side, front to back, and all of the sensations coming and going throughout the body, moment by moment. Noticing where the mind is right now. Is it lost in thought, caught up in a story, distracted by noises in your surrounding, or perhaps falling asleep, spacing out, getting bored? And if that is the case for you, no need to give yourself a hard time. Gently and firmly bringing the attention back to the body, keeping that friendly, curious, non-judgmental attitude. And now, when you're ready, bringing your attention into your mind. That's right. What was the primary distraction for most of us now becomes the object of the attention. Noticing the thoughts, mental images, feelings, and emotions arising and passing moment by moment without identifying or getting caught up in whatever you're noticing. Like stepping back and watching a movie of the content of your minds, the thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Coming to know thoughts, feelings, emotions as individual objects that can be attended to. They arise, stay for a while, pass. And if you find yourself too caught up in the story, too distracted, lost in the thoughts, feel free to bring your attention back to your anchor. And then when you're ready, coming back to the content of the mind, the thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Each time that you have noticed that the mind has wandered off, and you become aware of where the mind has wandered off to, and you acknowledge and accept the thoughts or feeling, and you return the focus of your attention back to the practice, you're strengthening your mindfulness. Each time you return your attention back to the practice, you're learning to step back, to step back, to step back from your thoughts and feelings and into the clear, open space of mind. And soon you may begin to notice that sensations, thoughts, feelings, images, and memories come and go all on their own, like clouds passing in a clear blue sky. Like clouds drifting, these thoughts come out of nowhere, change shape, and then fade into the distance, all on their own. And there's no need to hold on to those thoughts or push them away. You can just let them go. And a part of the mind is like those thoughts passing like clouds. But there's a deeper part of the mind that is more like the space in which the clouds pass, the observing awareness that is open, vast, spotless, and free. Just watching, just observing, peacefully. And now you can focus your attention on that part of your mind. That's right. Bringing the attention to that part of the mind that, like the sky, remains open, receptive, unmoved, undisturbed by whatever's happening within it. Remaining still, allowing all of the different sensations, sounds, thoughts, emotions to come and go all on their own, moment by moment. And now you can take a few long moments to focus on the best parts of this experience, appreciating and savoring whatever positive thoughts and feelings have come up for you, focusing on these experiences now. And as we come to an end of this practice, knowing that you can return to the state of mindfulness and awareness whenever you need to, simply by bringing your attention back to the moment. And when you're ready, bringing the attention back to the breath, the ever-present, always available breath. Noticing if you feel a little more comfortable, a little more centered, a little more hopeful about the future as you open your eyes, returning your attention to your surroundings, and congratulating and appreciating yourselves for your practice.